everyone, welcome to YouTube. Alright, so if you're new here and you don't know, I'm Emily and I've decided that I'm going to eat at every quick service location on Disney property. Basically, I spin a big wheel and whatever quick service location it lands on is the one I eat on that day, and I rate the theme and the food. My journey started on TikTok and it's grown and it's grown and it's grown, and now I've decided to expand to YouTube and create just a little bit more content in each video on YouTube. So if you're just discovering me now, go ahead and check out my TikTok and watch all the other videos, but first, let's spin the very first YouTube wheel. Alright, spinner, what do you got for us? Where are we going? Alright, it looks like we're headed to a resort. Alright, we haven't been to a resort in a while, so this is really exciting. As per our new rules, are we going to a dining hall or a pool bar? It's landed on dining hall. Alright, let's get back to our roots here. Which dining hall are we going to? And it's Trails End. Alright, I have never been to the Fort Wilderness campsites, but there's a first time for everything. So Trails End is a quick service option at the Fort Wilderness Campgrounds, but it wasn't always that way. Apparently when it first opened, it used to be a more buffet style bring your tray across quick service location, and I actually found some information on the Diz boards that said that in the current Davy Crockett Lounge section where they serve drinks, they used to have a live singer. By the 80s, he was pretty much gone, and in the 90s, it was converted to a traditional sit-down location. Now, in spring of last year, it was announced that Trails End was going to close, and when it reopened as a quick service location. So let's go to the Fort Wilderness Campgrounds for my first time at Trails End. So as with all the resorts on Disney property, unless you're staying there, you can't just pull up in your car and say, "Hi, we would like to eat at the quick service location," and be allowed to park there. So you have a few options. You can either take a bus to the resort from any of the theme parks or Disney Springs, or you could do what we did and take the boat that leaves from Magic Kingdom. It's a little bit more scenic and a little bit more fun, so if you have the time on your hands to take the boat, I would recommend it. Alright, we're here, we made it. It took a couple boats and a monorail, but we made it to Trails End. This is my first time at the Fort Wilderness Campgrounds, by the way, too, so that's pretty cool. It's very calm, it's very peaceful here. I like the vibe. Let's see if I like the food. Category 1, theming and seating. First impressions on the theme, I really like it in here. It's fun. It's like a rodeo. It's giving cowboy. I really like that. It's really cute. It feels really calm. It might just not be rush hour, but it feels really calm. I like it. I really liked the theme. I think it has a really cute vibe. I am going to give it 5 cowboys out of 5. Now, category 2, food. So the menu is going to be very Southern style cooking. You got fried chicken, you got ribs, you got mac and cheese, you got cornbread, that style of food. The process of ordering, it's very easy here. It's just like a lot of the other resorts. There is a counter if you would like, but there is also mobile order options as well. Unlike other resorts, it doesn't look like there are options here that aren't on the mobile order, which is nice because I hate when they do that. It looks like everything on their menu is available to mobile order. So I would recommend doing that. But there is a counter if you don't want to. Looking at the menu, I think I'm probably going to get the settlement skillet. It seems to have a lot of the variety of the stuff that they sell here. There's fried chicken, there's ribs, there's pulled pork. We love that. But it has a lot of variety, and I want a lot of variety if I'm going to be judging this place. So I'm going to get the settlement skillet. Emily is here. She just does not want to be on camera, but I will be trying some of her salad. She's getting the Pioneer Berry Salad with chicken. It seems really good. I'm a dressing girl, and that dressing sounds really good. It's like a berry dressing, and I'm very excited for that. 2 steal bites of that. Super fun. And then for dessert, I think I'm going to get the s'mores tart. Yeah, it seems like the most unique option on the menu, and it also just does seem really good. So that seems like a good option. We might also get a couple surprise items when we get up there. Mac and cheese, perhaps. Another dessert. Who knows? We're going to get wild. First things first, I'm trying the Pioneer Berry Salad with chicken. It features grilled chicken, spring greens, fresh berries, blue cheese, candied pecans, and a raspberry vinaigrette. Alright, so first I'm going to steal bites of Emily's salad. The Pioneer Berry Salad with chicken. It looks really good. Dressing looks great. I told you I was excited already. So let's see. Let's take a bite of this. Strawberries. This dressing is really, really good. It's supposed to be replicating raspberry. I've just been told. I've just been informed. It's really good. It's doing a great job of it. The chicken is also really good. There's strawberries in it. I got very excited when I noticed that. Hang on. No chewing sounds. I also really like the cheese on it. This is a really good salad. Very good. Raspberries! This is great. This is a great salad. Great, fresh, super good. To offer more insight on this salad, it really was delicious, but what impressed me the most was the variety of berries that they had in the salad. There were so many different kinds, and they were all so fresh. Every time I thought I discovered the last of the berries in the salad, I found more. I was like, oh my god, there's raspberries too? There's blackberries too? I felt like it never stopped. It was a little adventure. Where I will say the settlement skillet was a lot heavier because there was more food and it was like that heavier country food. If you are looking for a lighter option, I think this salad is a wonderful option for you. It was absolutely delicious. Next up, we're going to try my settlement skillet, which comes with fried chicken, ribs, pulled pork, cornbread, cowboy beans, and mashed potatoes. That's quite a feast, so let's get into it. All right, next I'm going to try the different meats first in the settlement skillet. It's served separately, so you get the meats in this, and then you get the sides inside containers. I will start with the fried chicken. I don't like bone-in chicken. Well, I like the taste of it. It's just too difficult to eat. But if it tastes good, I won't even care. And I think I read somewhere online that this is the same that they serve at Hoop-Dee-Doo. So that's pretty cool. If you can't go to Hoop-Dee-Doo, you can come here and get the same thing. I really like the fried chicken. I like the skin on the fried chicken. I think it's really tasty. I don't have much to say on it, but it is really good. Next up, I think I'm going to move on to the ribs. All right, I like the ribs a lot more than the fried chicken. The ribs are really good. The flavor on top is really good. It's cooked really well. I got some barbecue sauce to dip it in. I just didn't do that on camera, but that's some really good ribs. I like those. They fall right off the bone, and I hate bone-in meat, but this is the exception. They fall right off. It's really good. Next, let me get a fork. Try this pulled pork. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. I love pulled pork. Let's see. Look at that. That looks great. Let's see. That's really good. That's insanely good. The barbecue sauce on top of that is so good. This is amazing. This is the highlight. Wow. Listen, I tried to go out of the box and not just order pulled pork here, but I kind of just wish I did because I just want a big platter of this pulled pork. It's so good. Surprise, surprise, Emily likes the pulled pork, but it is really good. I think it's the best meat on here. To offer more details on these meats, they were all very good. All of them were particularly moist and had delicious flavor. My favorite by far was that pulled pork. It should surprise no one that the pulled pork was my favorite, but it was followed very closely by those ribs and lastly the fried chicken. All right, next let's try this cornbread. Okay, that's some really good cornbread. It's probably some of the best cornbread I've ever had. That's insanely good. All right, next we're gonna try these beans. I don't know, I really like baked beans, so I have high hopes here. I know a lot of people don't. Okay, it's almost like the word marinara is a bad term to describe it, but it's like earthier. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a different taste of it. Definitely is baked beans, but it's like a different flavor and texture than I was expecting it to be. I don't not like it. I just don't think that they're my favorite. A little bit of a kick, but I might just be a spice baby. Just a little bit of a kick. I just wish they were smoother, if that makes sense. Yeah, smoother. They're not chunky per se, but it's thicker. I wish it was smoother. To try and put together my thoughts on these beans, what I mean by marinara-y is that they did have a little bit of a tomatoey taste. And the sauce that it was in, I just wish that it was thinner. The word I was looking for here was thinner. I just didn't think about it until after I stopped filming. Also, sound off in the comments, are cowboy beans and baked beans the same thing? For a second I was wondering if maybe I just don't like cowboy beans, but I do like baked beans, but all the internet research I've done seems to point in the direction that they're the same thing, but are they the same thing? Is it just a fun name for the same food? I don't know. Alright, lastly on my skillet, we're going to try the mashed potatoes. I'm really excited for these. Last time I got like a platter like this, I think we went to the one at the beach club, and I really liked the mashed potatoes, so let's see. Ooh. I love this style of mac and cheese. It still has some of the skin in it, so it like feels like really fresh and really tasty. Yeah, that's a perfect cherry on top to a good meal. This is a really good meal. I think this is going to really help it score. Next up, I'm trying the side of mac and cheese. Alright, next we're going to try the side of mac and cheese that I'm also stealing from Emily, but we're going to share this, so it's fine. Let's see if it's better than the Gasparilla mac and cheese. Ooh, moment of truth. Let's see. Okay, it's pretty good. I think when we went to Gasparilla, I went through this. If you don't remember, if you didn't see that video, I prefer for my mac and cheese to be like gooier and cheesier. This is a type of mac and cheese that a lot of people like. Me, personally, I don't not like it. I just prefer a gooier, cheesier mac and cheese. So it is closer to like the style of like Gasparilla's mac and cheese, and it is really good. I just think I prefer other mac and cheeses over this. But it is still really good. Don't make any mistake. This stuff is still fire. And lastly, I'm trying this campfire s'mores tart. It's a graham cracker tart with marshmallow inside and chocolate on the top. Alright, it's dessert time. We have the campfire s'mores tart. I'm really excited for this. First off, it's really cute. Look at that. It looks like a little campfire. That's really cute. Hopefully it tastes good too. So let's get a nice little bite of this. It's very rich. I feel kind of similar to this, like I'm doing all these throwbacks to other videos. When I got the the s'mores thing at Regal Eagle, and I was like, I just wish it wasn't dark chocolate. I feel the same way about this. I just wish it wasn't dark chocolate, but I do like this one a lot more. It's not as heavy as that one. The chocolate is not as rich. It's much more enjoyable. I think it's a really good, really fun, unique dessert. I think this is going to be one of those instances where my own personal opinion does not follow the majority's opinion. I don't like really rich, really dark chocolate, so this personally wasn't for me. But I know a majority of people who really enjoy chocolate and think the richer the better are going to get an absolute kick out of this. So it has a glowing recommendation from me, unless you're like me and don't really like dark chocolate. So as far as the food goes, I did really like most of the things that I got. Sure, there were a few things that I wasn't the biggest fan of, like the cowboy beans, but for the most part, I left really happy. So I am going to give the food 4 cowboys out of 5. I'm here on the rocking chairs out front to report whether or not I discovered something. I think I did. I really like it here. The food is really good. It's a really good quality too. It's a different experience than a lot of the other resort dining is. It's not like it's just your basic like burgers, pizza, and stuff. They have that stuff, but they have more. They have more unique options. I don't know. It is just really hard to get to the campsites. Like the only reason to be at Fort Wilderness Campsite if you're not staying there is to eat at one of these places, and it is a lot of work to get there. So I think that would probably like deter me from going back super often. But I don't know, if I'm like bored and I'm at Magic Kingdom and don't know what else to eat, you just hop a scenic little boat and eat here. And I think I could see it. I could see that for myself. So Trails End clocks in at 9 cowboys out of 10. And it currently sits at number 14 on the list. That is really good for a resort, but I will catch you next week to see what's next.